you can see here there is one more attribute called as required. Let me go ahead and set that to true so that it's going to become a mandatory field. So I did 3 changes, guys. One is making this field as a mandatory field, and making these or securing the data in this particular field using the PII attribute, and I am using a custom field, custom 01 as social security number in my organization, guys. So these are the 3 things that we did, and let me go ahead and verify. Let me go ahead and load this thing into the provisioning system, and then we'll verify whether the changes, whatever we did, are correct, are working or not. We'll verify that, guys. Let me quickly cross check whether I saved the file correctly or not. Then I will load it into the system, guys. And if someone followed yesterday class thoroughly, guys, you should suggest me one thing here, which we forgot to do it. We didn't place the social security number under the write permissions, which means that you marked it as a mandatory field, but you didn't give the edit access to write the data into that particular field. You can see here under the write section, only these fields were there. Your custom 01 is not placed here. So it's up to us to go ahead and keep that particular field under the write section, guys. Without that, you will not be able to edit that particular field. Even though the field is going to be displayed on the employee profile, you will not be able to edit that particular field, guys. Let me go ahead and place that on the right section. Not sure, guys, whether you are following or not, but yesterday we have discussed this thing. I showed you like how to, even though I brought a couple of fields. Can
you go over that again, please, because I didn't follow that.
Yeah, sure. 1 second, motion. Let me go to table view. See, what we did is like we are using a custom field, custom 01, and we mark that particular field to carry your employee social security details, and we made this particular field as a mandatory field. 1 second, guys. Somehow it is still showing as false. That is what I am worried, guys. I'm not. You can see we made this particular field as a required field, which means that it's a mandatory field on your profile, and we marked this particular field as a secure field by updating the PII to true. And once we did that, so we expect that employees should update their social security number in this field, right? So usually, like, you have to grant the edit access to the employees. So if you just configure the field under the standard elements section of your data model, the field will be available as the employees will be able to see the field, but they will not be able to edit it, right? Unless you go ahead and bring that particular field into the element permissions under the right section, you will not be able to edit that. Do you remember that motion yesterday we discussed about that? So
yes, I got it.
Yeah, that is the reason you have to go to your element permission section and look at where is the right section and see under the right, do we have the field that we are interested. Let's say this is your right section, element permissions, and this is your right section, right? This is your total right section, and you can see right now I placed the custom 01 under the right section. Okay, then only you will be able to write data into these fields. If the custom 01 doesn't exist under the right section, then your employees will not be able to write data into the elements, guys, or your fields. So that is the reason I was emphasizing that you need to be a little bit careful whenever you are going to configure on the data models, especially with respect to the different properties of the elements, guys. So let me go ahead and load this into the success factors system, guys.
Sorry. When you went to the XML pad,
yeah,
where did you copy the custom 01 from?
1 second. So I copied it from the above section, from the read section. Here you can see above is the read section, right? If you see here, So all these fields are defined as read only here. So I
Okay.
I
You
copied
type
this.
read. Alright.
Yeah.
So you copy the whole thing. Okay.
No, I didn't copy the whole thing. I copied the field that we are interested. Custom 01.
Custom 01. Okay.
Yeah.
And you pasted it where?
I pasted it under the right section. You see here. This is your right section. This is where your right section is starting, right? You see. This is starting of your element permissions, and this is your ending of the permissions. The things that we start with the bracket, that is the starting of your element permissions, and the thing that we start with angular bracket and after that a slash, right? That is the ending of your element permission section, guys. So
Rahul, how did you import it down to this XML part?
how did you?
How did you import this data listing from your desktop down to the XML part now?
No, yeah. If you go to table view, right? This is where we are working. And if you want to look at the XML files, XML source code, you have to click on the source code here. You can see there is a tab called as source here. Let me highlight here, guys. 1 second. So this is your source, and this is your table view.
Yeah, but unfortunately, when I downloaded it, it wasn't like this.
Which machine you are using? You are using Mac or you are using Windows?
I'm using Windows.
Then it should be like that. Let me send. Let me. I look into it, Victor. Yeah.
Okay.
It should be like this. If your installation went fine, right? You should see all these things here. So your source code is the one where I'm going to add or change the properties of your fields, guys. Let me 1 second, guys. Let me erase all these things.
Yeah. Raghu, I have a question before you proceed here. In a social security field, you are given a field length is 255. So can you restrict to 9 and only the numeric characters to that field?
Yeah, we will be able to do that. I'll tell you like how to do that. You have to write something called as a validation rule over there, Nirmal. Yes, you will be able to do that. And we can define our own format because usually it's like 3 digits and there should be a hyphen after the 2 digits. There should be a hyphen and then it should be last 4 digits, right? I'll tell you like how to configure that.
Okay, so we have to do it in the same XML source code in the table view, or a
There are
different
two
place?
alternatives for that, Nirmal. But usually that is like when you talk about employee central, right? That is out of the box functionality. The success factor itself is going to provide that functionality. And if you want to configure the same kind of thing, right? The best thing you can do is like copy it from there and paste it here and change it or modify that as per your requirement. I'll show you how it looks like. Let me open that. How you are going to configure. Let me show you. I don't take much time, guys.
Raghu, when you're giving the star access, I mean, when you're giving access for everybody to write, the HR admin can also change the SSN number for employees, and also the managers can change the SSN number for the employees, right?
No, it all depends on like how you are providing permissions. It's not always that as we are doing it here, right? I gave the permissions to everyone.
No, I get that. I'm just asking that if you give right and give access to everybody, is it always true that HR and the managers can can edit their employee records? That assumption would be correct, right?
Yes.
Okay. So then we have to do some more restrictions where managers and HR cannot edit the such information, sensitive information for employees.
Yes.
Okay.
One second, guys. Country says fix. succession data model. Yeah, you can see here. This is where you are going to define the display format, and you are defining a regular expression to validate what data has been updated. You can see here /d is nothing but it accepts only numbers, and this is for the first three, and after hyphen it is accepting only next 2 digits, and after that it should be hyphen, and then also numbers, and it accepts only the 4 fields after the hyphen. This is how you are going to define the format, guys. Let's say if let me permanent account number. One second, guys. Yeah, here you can see your PAN card. You can see A to Z for the first 5 characters, and after that the next 4 should be numbers. After that the last 1 digit should be again a alphabet. So that is how you are going to configure, guys. It's like standard out of the box functionality, or otherwise if you want to implement that in your section data model, yes, you can go ahead and implement that in your section data model of your talent management system. It's up to you, but it's pretty simple, guys. And also, like, if you want to have your own rules, you can go ahead and write your business rules to validate the data whatever user has updated over there, guys. So let me go ahead and import this into the provisioning system, guys. And if you can see in your provisioning system homepage, you have to go to succession management section. Under the succession management section, you go to the import export data model, nothing but import export of your succession data model, guys. Click on that import export succession data model, and we are going to import from a provisioning system perspective. You are going to import the data into the provisioning system, right? Select the import option, and this is the file that we just configured, and click on submit, guys. And this has been imported. Let me go ahead and verify that. Let me log out from the system and log in again so that we can verify the changes whatever we did over there, guys. I logged into the system. I'm going to my profile. And do we need to do any further configuration, guys? And you can see here, where is your social security number? It is not displayed here because you didn't activate that, or you didn't brought into the visible thing in your layout configuration, guys. So you have to go ahead and bring that particular field into the layouts. Then only your new fields, whatever you have configured, will be available to you under the personal information section or in any portlet, guys. So let me go to the employee files, go to the configure employee files, and go to your profile, and we are working on the live profile information. Click on this portlet, guys, here, and this is the place I am talking about. You have to add that particular field to your layout. Add another field, and the field that we are interested in is like social security number. Where is your social security number? You can see here, this is your social security number. And what is the position that you are interested to place, for where you want to place this particular field. Let's say you want to place this field let's say this is where you're interested to place this particular field, and go ahead and save these changes, guys, whatever we did here to the layout configuration, and save this dashboard. Save.